In this video, let's take a look at how we're going to end this song. And what works really well is to go back to what you stated in the beginning. So after this big arrangement section over here, maybe it drops out and goes back to that minimal solo horn that's playing out the melody or main motif or theme. So first, let's see where this big section ends. So that ends at bar 34. So what we can do is just take this part and copy it across so it starts there. And just remember that there was a key shift or key change over here. So this part, you need to shift up the MIDI notes by 4 semitones. But like I said, we want to have a bit of a breather. So what'll work quite nice is to maybe have about 2 bars. So at bar 36, the section comes in. So it'll be something like this. That's pretty cool, but I don't think we actually need to play out this whole theme. What'll probably work pretty well is to just play out this end bit, this bit over here. So let's try that out. Let's select these notes and move them to start at bar 36. So it'll be like this. Yeah, that's working pretty cool. So you've got the guitars and the choirs that sort of tail off, and your ear is sort of following that. And then out of the blue, this melody line comes back in to bring you back home to where you started in the beginning, where it introduced the theme to you. Now, one thing is that it feels like this part could slow down in tempo. So you just feel like the whole music slows down as it ends off. So what you could do is a tempo ramp down. Now in Logic here, if you click this button and you right click on here, you can choose to show the tempo. So here is the tempo lane over here. I don't need these other lanes, so I'm just going to take them out. So we just see this tempo lane. Let's maybe make it a bit bigger. And we've got this part of the horn. So let's maybe try ramp this down. Let's say from here, it ramps all the way down to about 74 BPM. And there can be a slight curve to how that moves down. Say like that. So let's take a listen now. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So it just got this natural progression that the song's slowing down. You give that impression by doing a tempo ramp down. And then maybe after this whole long sustained note here, it needs to go back to the low root. So what you can do is this. So we got this. And just to maybe make it a bit more smoother, let's add in a modulation curve. Let's just draw this in, it'll be the easiest to do. So you got that note there. Just drag it down. It actually can come down sooner. And to help out, can also do a volume dip. Now, what will also work pretty well is to have a hit and sort of some crash swells over here. Maybe that low hit will work. Let's do a low hit and the crash swell. So we got this. I think maybe that needs to come in sooner. Let's try this. Yeah, that's cool. Just that tail out can be a bit sooner. And what will also work pretty well is to add the choirs coming back in over here. So let's maybe try this. So I'm going to go from a bit further back to pick this up. And maybe that choir just needs a bit of a faster fade in. Can be a bit shorter. And let's change the curve shape. Maybe just play that out a bit more. It doesn't need to be as loud either, so that can actually come down. Let's try that again. That's cool. Just one more thing it maybe needs are the timp hits. And it's going to hit right there. I can just program this in. It's going to be on C sharp. Is that correct? Maybe shift it down. We'll go down one more octave. Cool. Let's hear that in action. Yes, that's what I was after. We don't need the roll, so I can just pull that down. That'll work. Let's see. Let's just shorten those notes. Yeah, that works pretty good. And seeing as we're doing a tempo ramp down in the end, let's try to do a tempo ramp in the beginning as well. So this is going to go to about bar 3. Let's start it slow there. And then it kicks in at about bar 11. So let's have bar 11 at the max or at the highest tempo. And then this can be all the way down. Let's maybe drag it to about 90. And change this curve shape. Cool, let's see how that works. I'm just going to minimize that and let's take a listen. And you can see how that tempo is slowly shifting up. Just giving you this natural progression up with the tempo. And then when it kicks into this break, it's at full tempo. Yeah, that's working really well now. So we've got a tempo ramp up into the song. It goes through all the instrumentation. And then there's a tempo ramp down right at the end where it comes back to this minimal sort of motif idea with the solo horn. So it really brings it back home for us. Awesome. Now, in the next video, let's take a look at some of the mix processing that's been applied across this composition.